A wise man once said, my man Jimmy Lennon from the gas company, the days are long, but the years, they fly by. How was your Christmas, man?
Nice Christmas.
Yeah?
Yep, no drama,
Everything low key?
good food. Christmas Eve at home, Christmas Day at my cousin's house. Did
Boom.
something new.
What do you mean?
Well, we didn't. We haven't had traditions have changed, so
But what do you mean?
we never
tradition?
used to go to my cousin's house, and
Oh, okay.
we wanted to get more family together. Family started, things started breaking up.
Yeah.
Like when you're a kid, everybody was locked in doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Things started breaking up. Now we're starting new traditions.
Boom. I feel you. Um, did Santa Claus bring you everything you wanted?
Nah, well, not yet.
No, not yet.
I didn't have a big list.
No?
Nope.
Did you do a lot of shopping? No?
No, not anymore.
Yeah. So we're back to the grind today, right?
That's it.
It comes so quickly, so fast, and then boop, it's over with.
I just put out the decorations. It feels like yesterday,
And now, yeah.
and they're ready to come back down.
Before we go any further, I want to congratulate three-time champion in our league,
3-time champ.
Big Norm, getting warm. Norman Gaines.
I'm just gonna change the name of the league to the Norman Gaines
The Norman
Invitational.
Gaines League. He's the guy. He's the guy. Congratulations, Norm, man. Job well done.
He beat Tomaine.
Tomaine won it
130
last year.
Yep. He
So
beat
there-
the last year's champ.
He beat the champ from last year, and now
He had to take back his title.
yo, Norm, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be paying attention. I gotta pay attention. You know what I mean? I gotta get in contention with you cats. But congratulations, Norm. How'd you make out?
I got knocked out in the first round.
First round.
I was 8-5. Norm snuck in with a 6-7 record.
What was your demise? What did you win?
My demise was the first week of the playoffs, where my kicker scored more than most of my other squad combined.
Wow.
Like Nico Collins got hurt, Stroud got hurt, Jamar Chase was boo boo. I think Puka Nakua put like 10 points up, something like that.
Wow.
DK Metcalf had almost nothing. There was nothing I could. I won't mind losing when you look at the lineup and like, oh,
Yeah.
I could have done nothing. Like
Yeah.
I hate it when you got a guy on your bench with 25 points.
Yeah, but your guys just didn't show up.
Nah, nobody showed
The
up
key
that
guys.
week. That's fantasy though.
Yeah, that's fantasy, man.
Like Norman Jeremy were the top 2 seeds. Oh, Tomaine and Jeremy were the top 2 seeds.
Yeah.
And they were the top 2 teams all season.
Yeah.
Norm got in 6 and 7 on the 6th seed and ended up winning 3 in a
His
row.
boys just got hot,
They showed up.
and they showed up. It showed out. That's fantasy. That's dope. What we getting into today? What happened? What happened Sunday? What happened yesterday
Man,
is Sunday.
Do we want to talk? Do we even want to do a show?
Yeah, I want to do a therapy because here's what I'm saying. I like to show up when my squad's not doing good. And yeah.
They got the
I wanna
W,
be-
but they didn't look good.
I still want to be that guy. I don't want to be showing up when they're winning. Da, 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 da. I want to show up when both of my squads, and y'all don't know, I'm a Philly guy, so that's Sixers
Yeah.
and the Eagles. Sixers didn't look good at all either.
Do you think the Patties beating Denver affected maybe Kevin not showing up today? Like he said he was going.
Nah, I don't
He was
think
going to for show,
Nah.
as the text said.
Yo, I don't hold nobody. Who said that to me? I don't consider it a job until people are walking through the door. Well, with that being said, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back on the opposite side. We're gonna jump right. We're jumping right in. Me and my man P. Come back, Kings. Oh wait, what episode is this?
42.
Who's 42?
Jackie Robinson,
Jackie
right?
Rob.
There's not like there's not.
I know, there's
I
no
could say
debate,
Mariano
it's not-
Rivera,
No.
but there's really no debate.
Yeah. Jackie Robinson's in the building. Come back, Kings, episode 42, baby. We'll be right back on the opposite side. Peace. It's on you, P.
Well, that was an exciting. We're back. We're back. Hey, we're here.
We are back. We're back from the depths. But go ahead, do your dance, man.
I didn't get to ask you, how was your Christmas?
It was great, man. Prime rib is delicious.
When it's done right.
I
Yep.
just want to make sure I put that out there. I was ready to pop yesterday. Yo, my shorty. Oh man, ooh-wee. It was so good. Mom Deuce came through. She made the cornbread, some sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top.
Yep.
It was on point. It was on. The food was on point. The family was. Everything was. You can't ask for much more, man. It was all love in the air. You could feel it. But anyway, we're
Yep.
getting sidetracked. What are we talking about, baby?
We're talking about. Well, we talked a little bit last week.
Joey. Oh,
Shohei
Tony,
Ohtani, we talked about.
how much he got? 700.
He got 700. That's old news.
700 billies.
A lot of teams were hoping they'd have a.
700 millies.
A lot of teams were hoping to have a Yoshinobu Yamamoto in their stocking, and they didn't get it. Red Sox, Yankees, I know Blue Jays. A lot of teams
Well, I
were trying
thought
to get him.
Red Sox like half-heartedly do a little.
They
offer
do it
out
to make
there.
the fans happy, to make them think they're doing something,
that
but
they're
they
doing
don't.
something.
They don't really
They
want
don't
to
make
spend
a
the money.
splash. Yeah.
They're ridiculous. They're like a mid-market team now. They're like because they're one of
Red
the
Sox are? Is that
they
what you-
act like a mid-market team. No, I'm saying they are. They
Be
are.
careful. Be careful. Be careful.
Do you watch the way they spend? No, they spend like they don't have the money. Like they're not one of the top franchises in the league. That's the way they spend now. When they were going up against the Yankees in 2000s, they were spending. They were one of the top teams in spending.
So you're saying they're not spending anymore? What
They're
they
not
spent recently though with the pitcher? No.
Who?
Sale? How long ago was that?
No, it's what 6 years ago, and
Okay, I'll
sales
give you
broken
that.
down.
I'll give you that.
He hasn't.
They just made some bad investments.
No, they've been making bad investments. They used to write them off. Remember back when they had who was it, Crawford and
The Crawford thing, I remember
pitcher,
that.
and
That was awful.
and they dumped everybody on the Dodgers,
Yeah, that was awful. And it did.
and they got lucky because the Dodgers took them all off their hands.
yeah.
But
Did they win a chip in that era
Yeah.
though?
oh yeah,
But
yeah,
it wasn't because of that trade. Though.
No, but they actually was because of that trade, probably because were able to dump that salary
Okay, I
and that
understand.
other salary on other people.
Yeah.
Well, the Dodgers are still spending money like drunken sailors because they signed Yamamoto to a.
How is this possible?
They've spent $1 billion
On two
in
guys.
off season.
On
Three guys.
On three guys.
Yeah. And the rest of the league has spent $800 million on free agents, and the Dodgers spent $1 billion.
Where are they getting this money
They
from?
printed in L.A., baby.
Is the mint over there somewhere? The mint they're not telling
It's
somebody?
ridiculous.
So how much did this guy get?
12 years, $325 million. He's 25 years old, so that's going to take him until he's like 37 for a pitcher. That's a long contract. He's never pitched in the MLB before. He's dominant in Japan. He's ridiculous. His numbers are ridiculous.
This looks like almost like some Deshaun Watson type stuff going on.
Yeah, well, baseball contracts are always guaranteed. That was the difference with Deshaun's. Football players never got the guaranteed money.
This is crazy.
It's. I mean, Shohei got $700 million for 10 years. He's got 12 for 325.
Who's the third guy you said? That
Hit it. I can't remember who it was now, but it wasn't anywhere near that kind of money. But it was just enough to put him over that Billy.
wow.
But you're taking a shot in an unknown. Like I said, he's never pitched in MLB.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Like,
He's-
where it's similar to Deshaun Watson. You're kind of like taking on like this total question mark.
But Deshaun had years in the Texans.
Yeah,
in
you're
the-
saying
in
this
football.
guy. Yeah, I give
He's
you. I'll
this
give
is
you that.
totally different. I'm not saying he's not going to be good, but and the other thing is he's 5'10", 176 pounds.
What?
Yeah, he's not the
He
biggest
gotta
pitcher.
get in the gym.
He's not the biggest pitcher.
You wasn't with me when shooting in the gym. He gotta get in the gym.
He's got to get it with you. You got to take him under your wing.
Oh my goodness. What's going on?
That's like Pedro Martinez-ish size.
But you know how Pedro turned out.
Yeah, but those guys, those small guys that
They don't
last that
yeah,
long,
they
that are
don't
that good,
last. They don't last.
they don't last. So you're taking some chances. I wanted them for the Yankees because they got the money. They can eat that that money if it goes bad. They've
So
done
what
it.
happened with your boys in this?
Nothing.
Did they make a serious move?
I think they offered up to $300 million. Then there was like another $50 million posting fee. You have to do it with the foreign players.
Yeah.
But then they said they took into consideration Garrett Cole's contract because they did. I guess they didn't want to make him the highest paid pitcher we had.
Yeah.
So they took into what they didn't want to maybe insult Garrett Cole. But I'm like, Garrett Cole's wasting his career now. He wants a championship. So I think he might be fine with them giving this guy more money per year than him.
If he's gonna equate towards getting a chip,
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Yankees, I think, had a limit they wanted to spend, and they went over it, and they didn't. Then that's not the way we used to do things. But I can't get mad at the Dodgers because to the rest of the league, that's what the Yankees did for years. Now they didn't do it on this level,
No.
like the Mets last year.
Well, this might be the times. This is the times. This is what you're spending now.
Yeah, but the difference and I'm talking even apples to apples. Like back then, how far over the Yankees were compared to like the other top teams.
Yeah.
They weren't. They were up there. All the other teams were up there near them.
Who was second to them? Nobody was even close to the money that the Yankees were spending back in the day. This is what the Dodgers look like they're doing.
No, the Yankees were up there, but there were other teams. The Red Sox were right up there with the Yankees.
All right, I'll give you that. So, what does this equate? You know me, I got to get down to the root.
And the Dodgers were spending money back then too, but they just weren't getting the results.
Is this equating to them winning?
That's what you're going to see.
That's what it boils down to, and it looks like, as of late, it hasn't been panning out that way. If I'm spending this kind of money, I want the chip in year one.
But I definitely
sorry.
think it also has something to do with being on the West Coast.
What do you mean?
Them investing that money, they're going to get money back other ways. They're close to Japan, large Asian population.
Yeah, so what's that flight? I don't know what that is. They just go right back that way.
Yeah, it's not
Like 4 hours, 5 hours. You're just going across the Pacific.
Yep.
So I think that's a huge thing.
Like the sponsors and things like that, tying into people from Japan.
Yeah.
It's one of the other reasons why they could go that little extra
That market, yeah. So they're probably gonna sell that jersey. It's probably a whole bunch of stuff, like you're saying. They're gonna get that money back.
Yeah.
And I'll even say whether he's playing or not, because over in Japan it's probably way different. So.
Well, they're already legends over there, and then they come here.
And they come here,
It's
so
even bigger.
that probably puts them on like a.
Yeah.
He went over there too. Yeah, it probably makes them look crazy. We're gonna see. Baseball's gonna be coming.
But yeah, I wanted him, but I would have been nice off season getting him and Juan Soto for the Yankees to try and make a step up, get out of fourth place.
Who won this division? Who won that division this year? Was it Tampa?
Was it Baltimore? Baltimore.
Oh yeah, and then they got bounced like first round.
Yeah,
didn't they? I don't know.
It was the two Texas teams.
Yeah, it has to be to me. It's got to be about the victories, man. I don't care how much money, who you're bringing in. But how can I explain this without sounding like it is a business, like you're saying. Maybe they're not. I hate to say this because it's going to contradict what I'm saying, but maybe that's where it is now. You don't have to win the chip. Your business is like they're still successful.
Right.
It's weird.
It's a double benefit if they win the championship because of them.
Yeah, it's almost like exactly. It's like the cherry on top.
Yeah.
If they don't, you're still got.
Yeah, well, then you can take that chance because they got it's not just coming right out of their pockets. It's adding additional revenue into their system.
Yeah, that's.
But they were smart about it. They deferred some of that Shohei Ohtani money. They made sure they had money to spend on him. But,
so that's the other thing too. I'll even say this, like you said, Shohei's not getting his money. He deferred it, right?
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
So I bet you they're taking some of that money now and paying this guy.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man,
they're working the system.
I'm a little slow, people. Bear with me. Actually, I'm really slow. But now I see what's going on here. It's total like pivoting and moving like pieces.
They're maneuvering,
maneuvering money and.
They're playing chess.
It's a business, yeah. You want to talk about NBA a little bit?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm gonna end with the Celtics, but I'm gonna start with who was it? I saw Phoenix isn't Phoenix. Like, people are hyping Phoenix. I seen them yesterday against Dallas. And the Doncic cat, woo! I think he dropped 50, 51. He lit them up. And I'm like, where's Durant? Where's Booker? I don't know what they did for numbers, but they were supposed to be hailed as this team that's coming. I think they're below 500 now. That was disgusting. Who
Yeah,
else
they're
played?
14 and 15.
My Sixers, but I'm going to keep this in perspective. Embiid didn't play, people. Even though they still lost to Miami, Embiid didn't play. I didn't like what I seen out of them. And last but not least, who else played? Oh, yeah, Nuggets played too.
Yep.
That was the most competitive game out of all the 4 games that I saw yesterday. But I still feel like the Nuggets are the team to beat. And last but not least, Celtics, Lakers. Boston was beating them the whole way.
Well, that was Boston's apparently because you watch these trends. Boston starts hot most games. They have trouble in the third quarter.
They were
And
beating them the
I guess the
whole
Lakers are
way.
notorious for starting slow.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that
like-
they just jumped on them out the gate.
I was watching
They were
that.
up by 18
Yeah,
at one point.
It was like 21.
Yeah.
They were beating the brakes off of them. And then, like you said, LA started coming back.
Yeah.
But it was I don't know. I felt like Boston was in command of that game.
It was the second in the second quarter. LA outscored them 34-26.
But what am I gonna say? If Boston gets the jump on you, I don't know.
No, because see that's the problem. Boston's been floundering in the third quarter. When they come out for
Yeah.
the second half, that's when teams get right back into it.
So what do you think's going on with Mizzou? That sounds like a coaching thing. I don't know if he has the right personnel on the floor. You're letting these guys get back into the game.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And the 3-pointers, oh my God, Boston, how many did they take?
That's what your boy Stephen A was saying. You're gonna live and die with
but
that, man.
yep.
You're gonna live and die. Like it looks good when you're hitting them, but when you can't live off of that. You can't live. You got to get in the paint. You got to score some buckets underneath, man. Which I think it's designed that way because, and I'm gonna say this, I think they're afraid of their big men getting hurt, like Porzingis and stuff. I think they're
Well, they definitely
afraid.
don't want Porzingis.
I don't think they want him underneath mixing it up.
But that was the plan even before they got Porzingis from last year.
Yeah.
3-pointers. That's Missoula's into analytics
Yeah.
too much, I think, because
Yeah.
you've this percentage of 3-pointers is better than hitting this percentage of 2-pointers. But I'm like, you go with the game.
I would
You
be
just don't-
interested to see what that is, though. How many teams are you gonna say that Warriors team when they were doing that? Like that?
That's part of the reason. I guarantee you.
I bet you that's what it is. But does it always pan out? At some point, you gotta bang. That's it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
You gotta bang underneath, and it looked good. Like who did they mopped up? They mopped up somebody real bad, and it was probably all because it was like 145. They blew somebody out the game before.
Oh yeah, was it Sacramento?
They blew him out the building,
Right.
and it was probably a tribute to them the threes that they be jacking up.
But if
So-
you don't hit them, like you got to adjust to maybe like if it's a playoff series and you only have a couple of games.
Yeah.
If you're not hitting them that game, maybe adjust.
yeah, you're in trouble.
Because it's not. There's no other game after. You know what I mean?
that would be the argument. That's what I'm saying. So what is the percentage?
Over the course of a season, it's probably benefits you because you're gonna have more games you're on than you're off.
Yeah, but in
But
the
in the
playoffs, it might
playoffs,
be different.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, everybody's playing better D.
Cass is playing defense. You got to bang. I'm gonna be interested to see. That might. I gotta go back. Maybe that's what did them in too, in that Miami series last year. I gotta go back.
Because when they
and
crunch
look.
the numbers, they crunch them with like 100-game
That's what it is.
thing, and it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But you got to coach for the moment in the playoffs. You can't
Make the
rely on
adjustment.
that. Yeah.
P's over here dropping jewels. I didn't know he was a basketball guy like that.
I know a little.
You know, a little. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base on that. Only one game was really competitive. The other games, they kind of ran with it. But we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back for our usual weekly therapy session. Come back, Kings, baby.
We back, baby. Welcome back, everybody. NFL is on the schedule now. Do you want to have the therapy session now or at the end? Do you want to talk about other stuff first and then cry?
I want to cry.
Your Eagles are not looking great.
I was watching the game yesterday. Big up to Christian. He hooked us up with the YouTube. We had the multi-view, so we were watching. You could watch two screens at once.
Yep.
One will have the volume. It's pretty dope. I'm actually considering getting it. We'll see how my pockets are looking in January. But I was going back and forth between the football and basketball. But then the football, when it started getting me upset, I'd be like, let's turn the volume off and watch the basketball. Make a long story short, Eagles, man. The secondary is disgusting. How do you was it DeVito?
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito was lighting us up.
You sure about that? How close were you watching that game?
He was lighting us up, wasn't he?
No.
I thought I saw a couple plays where he hit 86 across the middle.
Yeah, you saw the only plays he made. He got benched in the second half.
Yeah, who was the backup? Who was that?
Tyrod
Taylor came in?
And he's the guy that brought him back.
It just was awful. Well, here's the thing. I was watching, but maybe I wasn't paying thorough attention because I was disgusted at what I was seeing. Offensively, too. Like, there were so many opportunities to put that game away. And you let these dudes hang around. And I be telling people, Eagles, you got to stop playing to the level of your competition. If there's a chance to put dudes away, just put them away, man. I don't know.
Yeah, they outscored you 15-0 in the second half. In the
Put
third quarter.
these dudes to bed, man. Quarter. Stop playing around. Like Dallas gave you the opportunity again, and you almost you're gonna squander it, man, by playing around with these teams. I don't get it. You're telling me they're not a better team than that Giants team? And I think they're a better team than that Seattle team that they lost to. I don't understand. This is where you're going to get caught in that. You can't play with these teams, man.
Defensively, I think you're all right. It's offensively, you just can't get it together.
Yo, just stop run the ball, man. Just run it. Run it. Hurts, run it. I know we got the killer receivers, but just run it down these dudes. Just run it, man. Pound it. That's just how I feel. It upset me. I was upset. If there was one downfall to Christmas yesterday, was my Eagles. You know what I mean? Even though we still won, I didn't like what I saw.
But I've been telling you that for weeks. You're like, when is a win? When's it a win? Blah, 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 blah.
It's still a dub. It's still a dub.
Then when you start to get into the meat of the season, it starts getting tough.
It's still a dub. That's why I got to
But I was telling you, they just didn't look right.
Yeah.
They didn't look like that down. They were winning. They were doing what they had to do, but they didn't look like dominant. They didn't look really good. Yeah. But then you get a squad like mine who looks dominant some weeks and then looks like poo the next week. I don't know what this is.
Tell me what you were in that game.
No, yeah, we were winning at the end.
For y'all that don't know, we just hopped off the Eagles. We're talking about the Cowboys and Miami
Dolphins,
game Sunday.
Listen, it was. I didn't know. I told you last week. I didn't know what to expect from the team. A couple of things I'll take from it is they went on the road. They played well enough to win in Miami. They didn't get smoked for once going somebody else's place.
Yeah.
But they should have been able to win that game. I mean, you want to be disgusted. I sat there at the beginning because this whole Christmas thing kind of messes up the NFL. Because you're trying to eat. You're supposed to be with family, but the game's on. But luckily, with everybody, no one came. I get to watch the beginning. 15-play drive gets into Miami 1 and they fumble. That was the game. That ended up costing them the whole game. no matter what happened later.
That what's going on? I saw some stat with CD in that game. He was hitting them off in the beginning, but then they were saying
They went
in
away
the
from
middle
him.
and the end they kind of abandoned that. So what?
They were all over Dak. He had a lot of pressure, but still get the ball to CD. CD complained about it too.
There must be something that they're seeing though that we're not seeing. The reason why, like, why would you abandon kind of like your bread and butter? I don't know.
I think they got conservative because they didn't want Dak to get hit.
How could you
but-
get conservative when you were losing?
Well, you didn't because they were never losing big, so they didn't have to take big chances. They can get in.
They're another team. I feel like, well, maybe because Zeke's not there, they could just run it, run the ball. Run it.
They can't run the ball. They're not good at running the ball.
Yeah.
Pollard's okay. Pollard,
he's not like
and
an
this
every
goes to
down.
my boy Paul Brazier, who kept saying, "You should go with Pollard. Zeke's in for years. Get rid of Zeke." Pollard, I said it before.
You're
He is
starting to
not.
see it, yeah.
He's not that every down back.
You can't take the punishment.
He's that great change of pace back when you have a guy that's punishing you.
Yeah, it's quite evident. That's why he was really shining because Zeke was doing the damage, and then when he
Comes
came in,
pop, pop, pop.
yeah, it looked crazy. So,
But
are you paying him? You're not gonna
No,
pay him.
no.
You're not paying him when's his contract? This year or next year?
This is it. Well, they could probably franchise him again if they want, but they franchised him this year.
I think you might be seeing it because what is his numbers this year? I don't know.
Oh, it's not great. I could pull him up, but
What did I see in that Miami game? Is Tua the guy? Am I hating on this guy?
he's good. No, he's good enough quarterback to win you a Super Bowl.
You think he can win them a Super Bowl?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. With the way he plays, he's good enough with that talent around him. Now you take Waddle and Hill off the team,
That's what I'm saying.
but Tua is a good. He's proven. I hated him when he came out because he's that Alabama quarterback.
Yeah.
But
He's the guy.
he looks good. I don't know. I've been impressed, and he's been able
Tua's
to.
the guy.
He's been able to stay
Speaking of Hill,
conscious. He's
You
been
know
able to
who-
stay conscious.
you know who's missing Hill? Your boy Patty.
Yeah,
He's missing him.
he's missing any
Bad.
talented wide receivers because they don't have.
Bad.
I think he's even missing Juju Schuster-Smith because they just.
They have nothing. I was watching that game yesterday, and he was just taking off. You could tell the reason why he was taking off.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. He was like, I gotta just try and take this game into my own hands because obviously somebody else is not gonna take it into
Right.
their hands, literally and figuratively. I just every time I looked around, your boy was running, like taking off, and I'm like, yo. They're in trouble.
they're
I
not
think
the
they're
same
done.
team.
I think their reign might be if they don't make some adjustments in off season, receiver wise. And is it Kelsey?
Yeah.
He doesn't look like himself
Nope.
either. Yo, somebody put
Yeah.
they put the hoodoo on him or something.
They gotta keep Taylor Swift away from him. She's taking his legs away.
That was the thing. In the beginning, people were like, yeah, keep doing what you're doing with Taylor. Now it's the Rick and Morty is setting in, man. It's a long season, people. They don't look at all. I could see them getting bounced first round.
Yeah, they're losing the teams they shouldn't be losing
Yeah,
to.
they might get bounced first round. And
Patriots gave him trouble.
I don't understand it. So, you want to jump onto this Broncos-Patriots game? Since we're with the locals?
Keep winning, Patties. Go further away from that first round draft pick.
Yo.
Go further up the board. Go ahead.
I was watching that. I was like, wait, the Patriots? Zappy looked all right.
He's all right. He's all right.
He's serviceable.
I mean, Denver's started to put their shit together, and now
And
they're
then
not.
They're crumbling.
Yeah, they're crumbling.
That's the only thing that's in Kansas City's favor is because the rest of the division is kind of
Yeah.
like
They can still win that division.
/ LA's not that. You seen what the Raiders are. The Raiders, I felt like they might have held on to the coach too long
Yeah.
because they're kind of playing for the Pierce cat.
Yep.
He might get the job next year.
I think they were just out there to hurt people yesterday.
Yeah, so he might get. They might have held on. Just think if they got rid of him earlier and they started playing for this guy. And then who else is in that division? The Broncos, right?
Yeah.
So it's Broncos, Chargers, and the Raiders. The Kansas City's taking that by default
Well,
almost this year. I don't know what other.
I mean,
games
it's not the NFC. It's not the NFC West, but it's still not a
Yeah.
great division.
What did you see in the San Fran Baltimore game?
Uh, Baltimore could be the best all-around team
Right now,
right now, playing.
Lamar wasn't doing it for me though. I don't know what it was. He was like overthrowing dudes, and I don't know. I think the defense, if you ask me, is kind of. I think here's what I'm gonna say: Purdy can get rattled. If you can get to Purdy
Well, we had a couple tips.
early,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying, and get some of them tip balls and 50-50 balls, anything that goes in the air. When you start seeing that, I attribute that to the quarterback's rattled.
Yeah.
He's rattled. He shouldn't throw into that traffic so they can, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. If
Well,
that
he
makes any
he
sense.
just didn't see the first interception. He just didn't even see the guy. He looked away. He didn't see the. He was looking for Debo. I think Debo was running it in.
Yeah, he was hearing, but I think he was hearing footsteps. If you ask me, because they were coming, they were putting their ears back and
Yeah,
going
they had
after
like
him.
4 sacks on him.
They were going after him. They were like, "Look, this is what's going." That game was in San Fran too,
Yeah.
right? Baltimore went in there and just took it from
Yeah,
him.
and there's no excuse at Debo because when San Fran went on their losing streak earlier in the season, there was no Debo. So you're like, all right, but one guy should not make that big of a difference.
Yeah, I felt like they kind of locked Debo up. McCaffrey.
There's McCaffrey.
I don't know why they're not talking about him for MVP.
Well, he's up there now. Now that obviously Hurts is falling off, Dak's
They
falling
need to
off,
talk about him.
Mahomes is falling off. All these other guys, he's getting
no
yeah.
matter what, he gets his stuff off. He
Yep.
makes sure of it. Yo, he's that
Should have been more of
dude,
them
man.
yesterday earlier in that game.
Yeah, they kind of waited on that. Just get him involved. He looked crazy. But what else you got for NFL?
Picks were horrible. It was horrible. I went 8-8 this week.
Who'd you pick?
Though, did you think the Bengals were going to lose to the Steelers with their third string quarterback in?
I don't know who I picked in that game. Did I pick Steelers? I don't know. Because I think they're going to play for Tomlin. That's just my thing. And Burrow's not playing for them. Is
Yeah,
he?
I know, but Cincinnati's been playing good with the backup in.
Yeah.
And then because Pickens was hurt, then they went to what's his name? Trubisky, and
Yeah.
now they had to go to Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph.
And Mason Rudolph tore it up. Maybe they had the wrong quarterback all along.
I know. They haven't been right since Big Ben exited.
No, they need a quarterback. I don't care what the Pittsburgh fans
But
say.
Pittsburgh is one of those teams, man. I don't know.
Well, I think they're fighting just to keep Tomlin's record alive of consecutive winning seasons.
Yeah, they do play. Are they out? They're not mathematically out of it. Are they?
No, they're in the
It's
mix.
Baltimore and them.
Anybody
Or
in
maybe
that,
Cleveland. No,
but
Cleveland might
anybody
be
in that 500 range is in the mix.
You might see them in the playoffs. They're gonna. They could. All you gotta do is win the next two. I don't know who their schedule. Who's on their schedule?
One of the worst offenses in the league, though.
Like I said.
How do you explain that? Like, how do you look and go? They're a mid-tier defense. At one point, they're mid-tier. They were 7-4. They're a mid-tier defense, bottom 5 offense, and somehow you're 7-4. How does that? I don't know. I don't know football anymore.
I agree with you, but all that matters is the final score. It doesn't make sense because you really would say this, and I know you probably equated to this. What is the difference between them and the Patriots? I don't like. They look the same to me. Like if you put a blindfold on me, I would be like Patriots, Pittsburgh. They're the same.
Well, the only thing I'll
But
get,
the
they
Pittsburgh be winning games.
yeah, they got more talent.
same formula.
More talent in wide receiver than New England, but otherwise,
It's the same.
yeah,
It's just I don't know.
2 good coaches.
Yeah.
So,
Hall,
yeah.
Hall of Fame coaches. Every week you don't know who the quarterback is, or
Yeah.
I don't know. They're the same. It's just Pittsburgh. In the end, their score is on the opposite side of a loss.
But I feel this year is even just crazier. Like Buffalo obviously smacked up my Cowboys last week.
Yeah.
They barely got by San Diego or the Chargers. LA Chargers. I'm always going.
Chargers.
With a guy named Stick at quarterback. Stick.
I did see that. I was like, who is this guy? Why wasn't Herbert? Is Herbert hurt?
Yeah. I wouldn't even play him.
That's what I
rest of
think.
the season.
I think also that's what's going on with this a little bit too. They're just deciding if you're semi hurt, we're chalking this up. They're another team. Like I felt like if they get rid of their coach a little bit earlier, we're not talking about this. Like they could have got off a couple more dubs.
But then again, if you're gonna lose, I'm a big proponent. If you're not gonna go anywhere, take the L's and get a better. Because that 10-15 draft pick difference
Yeah.
by almost making the playoffs or making it into the first round and getting bounced, I don't know if it's worth it.
But here's the other end of that. So what if you're a coach who's on the hot seat?
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
kind of in that area. Do you want your team?
yeah. No, you don't want
tanking?
you don't want the team tanking.
So that's the part that because here's the thing.
It's such a tricky thing.
Belichick's are afterthought to me. Why are you winning that game?
Game.
Why? But if you're not Belichick and you're like a Tomlin, like you feel what I'm saying, you want to win those. I don't know.
Well, as a fan, you know, if you're a realistic fan, you know what your chances are of doing anything.
Yeah.
So as a fan, you'd rather have the draft pick.
Yeah.
As a coach, you're coaching
You're
for your
talking about
game.
jobs
You're
and
trying to
stuff. Yeah.
build a winning culture. So
Yeah.
it's such a odd thing.
Yeah, so it's a weird space because I know people are just like, why would you continue to win? We want the certain quarterback or the certain receiver that's coming out.
Yeah.
It's more than that. It's the politics. Like I said, the coach might not want to lose his job or whatever. But you want to do some picks? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can do some picks.
Who we got
Hold on, let me pull up next week's.
next week?
All right, the Thursday game. Wait, what is this?
New Year's Eve.
December 20. No, you got the 28th, then we got the 30th. Okay. All right, so December 28th, you got the Jets and the Browns.
Browns. I got Browns.
Brownies, that defense, number one defense in the league.
They're catching rat. I got Browns.
With Flacco? Yeah.
Flacco looks crazy.
And he's going back to New York,
He looks crazy.
where he didn't play well.
Joe Flacco looks crazy.
Yep. Did you see Amari Cooper? 264 yards.
Who brought that up? Because they were talking about the Dallas game, and I think it was Shannon who was like, "Did you see Amari Cooper?"
Yeah.
He just wanted to rub it into Dallas
Yeah.
a little bit more. I couldn't imagine your squad with him. It would be crazy. Wow. What happened with that deal? Why did he leave?
He was going to want a huge contract, and they're looking at the future with Micah and CD.
Oh, it's
and
the
they're
Micah
you're
thing.
going to have to spend
Pay-
money
pay-
so you
yeah.
pay him and then not be able to afford people.
Right.
I think they should have been able to work it
Do
out.
the numbers. They should have pulled some Dodgers stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the Dodgers on the horn. How you guys doing this?
Another heavyweight, December 31st, New Year's Eve, another heavyweight game. Dolphins, Ravens. Dolphins at the Ravens.
Oh, they're in Baltimore?
And in Baltimore, yep.
The Dolphins aren't that good on the road from what I heard. I'm going to take Baltimore, man. They look like the best team in football to me yesterday. And they took San Fran down. It was kind of slow and methodical how they did it.
Yep.
But I got Baltimore. They look like the Super Bowl champs to me yesterday. Like they're gonna win it all. But that was just yesterday. If they go, I think they're gonna beat Miami. Depending on how they beat Miami, I know Vegas is probably gonna go nuts. They got to be the odds on favorite.
Yeah, because Miami's definitely not good on the road. Waddle's got a high ankle sprain from,
Yeah, I
from
saw him.
yesterday's
I
game.
saw him. They
And
took-
even Tyreek's wheels aren't the best.
Yeah, he seems like he's a little ginger too. That was the thing I told you. This is the time you don't want going into the postseason, dudes getting hurt.
Yep.
Because that's going to linger too. Go sit down somewhere, man. But we'll see what happens. I got Baltimore.
Let's see what else we got here. Good. Oh, jeez.
Nothing good.
Cardinals and Eagles at Eagles.
I hope. Come
Trap
on.
game.
Exactly. Exactly. Come on, man. Let me be happy going into the new year. Please show me something against the Cardinals, man.
That's what killed me with this Cardinals.
Show me
With
something.
this Eagles Cowboys. You winning, us losing.
Yeah.
Because San Francisco lost. I didn't think that first round bye
Yeah.
would be in play at all. Now they have the tiebreaker over.
It's looking pretty important.
But they get the tiebreaker over both of us.
yeah.
So they'd have to lose again, and you would have to win out for the season. But I didn't think it would be in play at all.
Yeah. I hope it goes through Philly. I hope it goes through Philly. I hope it. Come on, baby. Just win out. San Fran, I think they got somebody else tough before they just win out, Philly. Come on, baby. Go through Philly. And that's all I'm asking. Healthy and going through Philly. And then we could talk, baby. But go ahead.
No. Bengals at the Chiefs. Chiefs need this game. Chiefs need this game.
Yeah, I got Chiefs. Only because of what you just said. They do need this game. I got Chiefs. They got... Who's catching the ball? Who is catching the ball, man? You gotta catch the rock, baby. I don't know. But we're gonna see what happens. I got Chiefs. Burrow's still out. Is he done for the season? Joe Burrow? What happened? Is it ankle?
What was it? No, his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Remember his hand?
That was a thumb or something, right?
Yeah.
That's awful, too. You can't even really... Like, if you tell me I broke my leg, I broke my arm, you're going to say, well, my thumb.
Browning was playing good. The back, that's his name, right? Browning?
Yeah.
He was playing well until this game the other day.
They have to win, too. Maybe not as much as... Well, just as much as the Chiefs.
Yeah, well, as a fan, you know they're not going in anywhere without Burrow. So that's a situation.
Is there a chance that Burrow comes back at all?
I don't know. I don't work for their medical staff. How much do you want me to know? I dropped some facts about the Celtics.
You're the guy.
I dropped some facts about the Celtics.
That's all I can get.
How much can you expect out of me?
You're right. My bad. Who you got next? Who we got? That's it.
No, we got one more game. I believe I'm looking at Saturday night, 8:15. Lions Cowboys.
Oh, I forgot about that game.
There's a Saturday. I was looking at the dates trying to figure this out. So the Thursday game's the Jets and the Browns. Then there's a Saturday game on the 30th, and then on the 31st, which is Sunday, your normal slate of games.
Wow.
This whole holiday thing's screwing me up.
You guys have to win that game.
Yeah. We both need it. Detroit and Cowboys. Not so much. I mean, they got their division, I think, almost wrapped up. They got a 2-game lead.
You have to win this game.
Oh, 3-game lead on Minnesota.
You have no choice. You have to win, and you got to win it against Detroit.
We don't actually have to do anything because we're in the playoffs.
No, I'm saying.
And I think the worst we're going to do is a 5th seed.
How you guys look on the road is not how you look at indicative of how you look at home.
No, I know.
If you're at home.
But that first round road game?
I think if you're at home, San Fran's not even coming in and beating you. I'm being honest. San Fran's not going there. I'm saying we're not going there. We're definitely not going there.
This is at Dallas.
We are definitely. If you guys get home field, book it. I'm being honest. If Dallas can figure out how to get home field somehow, book it. Because I know Philly's not going in there. No way. But what else you got for games?
A lot of garbage after that.
All right, so I want to jump on this real quick.
All right.
I'm not trying to steal your thunder. Why all of that is going on, people, don't forget. We still got the college football stuff going on. Who you got? Alabama and Michigan. I know you're good. I know you're upset. I know how you feel.
I want to hate.
I know how you feel.
I want to hate. I just have to go
this
with
is
Bama.
all football going on.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Bama. Just they were hot. Once after their loss, they played.
They've been getting hot.
Yeah, they played better.
Yeah, wow.
They were a little shaky. They were shaky for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And now they're looking like Bama.
I like the quarterback for Alabama, the Milrose, but Michigan, their body of work. I'm going to take Michigan. Who you got out of Texas and Washington? I don't know if you even watched them. I'm going to take Texas. I'm taking Texas and Michigan. That's going to be the championship in my mind. I don't know. It's on you, baby. Texas.
I got to go Texas Washington. Just because of the Cowboys.
Because we're Cowboys. Of course you do. Yeah, we got some football, man. This is a weird how it all... Cause they play those games on New Year's Eve, if I'm not mistaken. So the 31st, you got NFL and college. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, the way it just fell, like I said, it screwed me
Yeah.
all up with the other day with
Yeah, today doesn't even feel like a two. It's today Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yep.
Doesn't even feel right. But Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, happy
Probably
New
see
Year.
you on the opposite side. Maybe it depends on my man. He's the boss. Forget Tony Danza. He's the boss. You want to say anything to the people out there?
Yeah, maybe like, share, subscribe, do all that, ring bells.
Anything for the new year for people? What do you want to say? And a happy new year.
Let's just hope this day is a better year.
It will be. It will be. Peace. What he said.